It's Sagittarius season. Yay. Welcome to another special episode of the Spiritual Sisters podcast. We've made it to Sagittarius season.
You say yay, I say, I don't know.
I think after this Scorpio season, and just in general, I think the lightness of Sagittarius season is very welcomed, especially this year in particular, given the world that we live in.
All right. Sagittarius season. Start us off.
And it's light and airy. Well, what do you know about...
It's like fire. It's like fire and brimstone. Jesus. Just it like came early with all the like fires around here.
Literally. Okay.
Literally fire and brimstone. Thank you, Sagittarius season.
Okay, so speaking of that, I did say in the Year Ahead workshop, which we're going to announce that soon in another episode of just, an actual regular episode of this podcast when I will be hosting that. But I do recall saying specifically in the Year Ahead forecast for 2024 that we were going to have like a hotter year and fires were going to be quite the thing. And I think in general where we're at in California is just, it kind of just goes without saying. It's kind of an expectation at this point. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. So what do you know about Sagittarius season?
About the season?
Or Saggies in general.
Wait, is Thanksgiving in Sagittarius season?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I like to eat that.
Okay.
Sagittarius are fiery, hot-tempered. They like don't know when to keep their mouth shut. Like
Facts.
Put their foot in their mouth a lot.
Facts.
And what else? Yeah, I don't know. Just fire signs are just my water doesn't vibe with the fire.
Brianna.
That's so funny. It's like fire sign, go get me my water.
So Brianna was going to join, but she's like, my audio is just not the business today, guys. So anyways, she's going to see this.
Sounds like she needs to buy a microphone.
Brianna, get ready. I don't know. Maybe you'll be joining. Anyways, Sagittarius season. So it is a mutable fire sign. It is ruled...
Mutable? They don't know when to be quiet. That's like the exact opposite of what a Sagittarius is.
Sagittarians, yeah, they do run their mouths, but do Sagittarians run their mouths more than Geminis do? I don't know. So, thoughts? Okay. They are ruled by which planet, Nichole?
Mutable. Which planet? What's the hot one?
The hot one.
I don't know.
Mercury.
Like, is there a planet that's really, really hot?
Probably like Mercury because it's so close to the sun. It's like flat. It doesn't have a surface because it's burnt.
I was going to say something like Jupiter, but I feel like that's not right.
No, you're right. That it is. Yay! It's Jupiter.
Oh, look at me.
Jupiter.
Being all knowledgeable and stuff. Okay.
Oh, we're going to have some funny reels from this episode. This is great. Yes, Jupiter, the traveling planet, it is considered one of the teachers of the zodiac in terms of planets alongside the planet Saturn. And it's considered the traveling planet because it takes 1 year for it to travel each constellation and 12 years to go around the sun in its entirety. So it's basically in a new sign every year. So you can see in your birth chart. Yeah. You can see in your birth chart where you're going to receive blessings based off of where Jupiter is at. So right now he's in Gemini, then he's going to be in Cancer, which is where he is exalted. So for us as Cancers, next year in 2025, when he crosses over our sun, we're going to be blessed wherever our sun falls in our birth chart, Nichole. And for us, it's the fourth house.
Oh, go look at that.
I can tell you right now. It's the fourth house of mom, home, and ancestors. So you can become a mother. You can move homes. You can find blessings and abundance within said areas or related areas. But for us, and what?
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. But basically Jupiter is considered a benefic planet. So wherever Jupiter is at, you can find typically blessings most often. So, but yeah.
Okay.
Before I continue to move forward, this astrological sign, I feel like it's important to share. It's very much associated with themes of exploration, philosophy, and also a love of freedom, which makes sense because he's frequenting constellations quite often compared to the other planets that take that long to orbit around the sun. But
sounds like he has commitment issues.
Ooh, Yeah, I love that. That's a great way to describe Jupiter. What do you know about the constellation Sag? Because he does rule over the constellation of Sagittarius, as we just
Oh,
mentioned.
nothing.
Okay, well, the constellation of Sagittarius is located in the Milky Way, and it also is home to the galactic center. Have you ever heard of the galactic center?
Wait, did we talk about that with Michelle?
We might have. Mhm,
I don't remember anything about it, but
mhm.
it sounds a little familiar.
Basically, it's the supermassive black hole that is, yeah, it's
Mm.
the very heart of the galactic center, and it's called, like, the black hole literally itself is called Sagittarius A, and it's millions of times more massive than the sun. And
So we went to the History of Natural Museum yesterday,
oh,
and they had an observatory and a planetarium. We didn't make it to the planetarium, but we went to the observatory, and I didn't realize how small the Earth is compared to the sun. It's wild. Like they had a scale, like this is the Earth and this is the sun, and I was like, whoa,
mhm,
massive.
mhm. And studying the galactic center, it also provides valuable insights into the formation and the evolution of galaxies, black holes, and the universe as a whole. So just think about it, like, what kind of aliens live in the black hole? What is there? Like, I don't even think one could comprehend that.
I can't, because when you think, we've talked about this before, when you think about how many stars there are and how many planets and how many galaxies, that's why I'm like, you guys, it's not just us. Like, there's like, how narcissistic are we to think, well, it's just us here on planet Earth
Mhm.
when we only know of like the immediate planets in our little galaxy, and there are so many, like, it's so vast. There's no way. No way.
Anytime I think about that, or people make comments as to that are just really reflective of their egos, I'm just like, you need to get humbled, bitch. And when you do, it's going to bring you down to your knees. So, just saying. Anyways, the Galactic Center, otherwise known as Sagittarius A, it is also the rotational center of the Milky Way galaxy, and it's located 26,000 light years away from planet Earth in the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. So it's very far.
Jeez. Very far.
Yeah. So no,
But it's just us.
it's just us. Okay. So I want to give a little bit about just describing Sagittarius, and then we're going to get into. Well, do you want to start with the famous celebrities? Because that's usually my favorite part.
No, start with their qualities.
The qualities. Okay.
Then I can be like, oh yeah, that makes sense or not.
Well, Sagittarians are serially optimistic, and they tend to have a sunny disposition and a positive outlook on life, which is true.
Is it?
Maybe
I think of
toxic.
the Sagittarius people that I know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I. Okay, continue. I feel like I could see that more for like a different sign. I don't know. That doesn't fit with the Sagittarius for me.
Interesting. Okay, how would you? Well, let me go through them and let's see how you would describe them. 'Cause we're going to circle back. Okay,
Okay.
because they're ruled by the planet Jupiter. They have an adventurous spirit, so they do enjoy exploring new places, cultures, ideas, etc. Often,
Maybe. Okay.
okay. Oftentimes, they tend to have a maybe philosophical mind. They're deep thinkers and they can ponder the deep meaning of life. But the opposite side of Sagittarius is that, like the shadow side, is because they're ruled by the planet Jupiter, which is one of the teachers of the zodiac. They don't think that they're smart enough. So that's actually something I've noticed in my readings is that Sagittarians tend to not
Mm,
think that they're very intelligent, but they truly are.
I could see that.
All right, you're going to agree with me on this one. These
Okay.
motherfuckers, in the best way, we love you. I love you. I love a Sagittarius. I love me a good Sagittarius. They value truth, straightforwardness, and they tend to be very direct.
Mm,
Very direct,
I agree.
blunt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They cherish their freedom.
Mm-hmm.
They would. Yeah, this is true. I think this is true for most Sagittarians that I know. They do like to solo travel or with people that
Mm.
are like minded. So I have a lot of Sagittarians that come through that travel quite a bit. And it makes sense because they're ruled by Jupiter. Another fun fact about Sagittarians is that they really enjoy the finer things in life. Like you would associate that normally with the Taurus.
The Taurus.
Yeah, but so do Sagittarians. Sagittarians, they can drop some money. Their burn rate is quite high.
I feel like I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, well, you're Sagittarius moon. That makes sense. So you have this. You have these qualities.
Yeah, I'm like, I like the finer things. I love to travel, enjoy my freedom.
But because it's your moon sign, all of those things that you just mentioned, they serve you on an emotional level because the moon is reflective of emotions. So, yeah.
So emotional.
And well, it serves, I feel like it's a really nice counterbalance to the homebody side of your Cancer sun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You like can't get me out of my house, but if I'm going on a trip, you can get me out of my house. I'm already out.
And then what else about Sagittarians? Fun fact, I know I've mentioned this on another episode, is that most pop stars are Sagittarians.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like they should be Leos. Because, they love being seen.
J-Lo.
They love the spotlight.
J-Ho. Another fire sign. But fire signs nonetheless. And Sagittarius is actually associated with the circus and performing alongside Leo. So maybe that's why. Oh, and clowns. So.
Oh, I hate clowns.
You do hate clowns.
Terrify me.
Still?
Yeah, they're awful.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's what I got for you with. Oh, you know what? Let's go to the mythology. I just explained a little bit about that. So
I think we didn't do the mythology last time for Scorpio.
I have not been consistent with that, I will say, but
yeah, you need like a template.
I need a template. Anyways, I do think this part's important. It's pretty quick before we get to the famous part because I love your reactions. Sagittarians are often associated with the centaur Chiron in Greek mythology. And Chiron is considered to be the wounded healer in this lifetime. Wherever that falls in your chart, quite literally looks like a key. And on an energetic level, for those who are Sagittarian, that's where they don't think that they're smart enough. That's also associated with that part because Chiron again is wounded. That's what you're here to work on, etc., etc. But Chiron was a wise and kind centaur, and he was known for his healing abilities and his wisdom. And unlike other centaurs, he was gentle, civilized, and oftentimes tutoring heroes like Achilles and other, heroes with big names in that era.
And what's a centaur for those that don't know?
Kind of like a mix between a horse and a human.
Yeah, it's like half man, half.
Have you gotten to that part in Harry Potter yet?
No.
Oh, damn. I'm like, come on, Nichole, get there. It's going to be so good. So good. Okay.
Not there yet.
Not there. All right. And I feel like I need a roll call sound. Brianna, if you have this on YouTube.
Like that? Or wait.
Yes.
Pick one. Okay.
The first one was just iconic. I hope everyone's laughing.
All right. Who are our famous Sagittarius?
I'm going to laugh so hard that I snort, and that's not cute. Okay. All right. Miley Cyrus.
I knew
she was going to say, I knew it.
She's really grown on me.
Right? She broke out of the Disney mold. Like, she is a rock star.
But then she went a little,
in order to break out.
But then she kind of came back, and then I was like, all right. Yeah, she's kind of growing on me.
I really enjoyed her performance at the Grammys. I was like, yes, bitch.
So good.
Get it. You get it. Okay.
So good.
When I think of a Sagittarius, I think of this performer, Nicki Minaj.
Oh, I love Nicki Minaj.
She doesn't give a fuck. She does not. Okay. Taylor Swift. Okay.
I just, I don't like her music. Like, she's just not my cup of tea, but I like her boyfriend. So I kind of like her now. Like, good move, T Swift. Okay.
Britney Spears.
Oh, poor Britney.
Hi, Britney. I know.
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera.
Oh, I love her. So underrated.
Really?
She's a little she's gone a little too much, I think, on the plastic surgery.
Yeah, I agree.
But, if you think back, her and Britney came out together kind of like at the same time. And I think Christina Aguilera is far more talented in actual singing. She has a way better voice, but you know, Brittany has that performance or performer vibe, right, where she can dance and all of that. And I don't think that was Christina's strong suit, but I think she can perform and like outsing Brittany like any day of the week.
I mean, anytime I think of gay culture, like Christina Aguilera is an icon.
Mm-hmm. Totally,
to
yeah.
to the community. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Billie Eilish.
I don't know how I feel about her yet.
Really?
She's
Okay.
really quiet. Yeah, I don't dislike her. I don't like her. Like, I
Mhm.
don't really vibe with like a lot of her music. It's not my cup of tea. But I kind of like how she seems just very like low key.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that about her.
Yeah. I mean, local LA girl. I do enjoy her. I think she's very
Mhm.
talented and she gets a lot of hate, but I do.
I think she gets like a little, I don't know. I think like she almost gets more, like, I think she's maybe a little overrated.
Mhm.
Not like in the Beyonce, not like in the way that I think Beyonce is overrated because Billie Eilish isn't to that level, but I also think she's like maybe a little overrated for me.
Okay.
But I don't dislike her.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Rita Ora.
Oh, I feel like I don't know what she does. Like, does she sing? Does she act? I don't know. Like, what I know about Rita Ora, didn't she date Rob Kardashian for a little bit and she was in 50
Mhm.
Shades of Grey? I feel
Mhm.
like those are kind of like the only things I know about her.
Yeah. I don't know what
Other
genre.
than that, I'm just kind of like, what do you do? Like, who are you and where'd you come from? And like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Agreed.
what is your thing? Yeah.
Okay. So we have. Oh, okay. Most pop stars. What about Jay-Z?
Ugh, moving on. Who
Yeah,
else?
I don't like him after everything with P. Diddy. Anyways, can't wait to see his downfall. Praying on that, although I don't really do that, but he seems evil. Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, gosh, she's like the luckiest person in the world. Oh, well,
She
maybe
just
not
got,
anymore. I heard
yeah,
her and
just broke
Channing
up.
Tatum broke up, but like,
Mhm.
her dad is hot. Her stepdad is hot. Her
She's,
fiance was hot. She's gorgeous. Like,
Mhm.
you just how do you get blessed with that
That.
in your life?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Mhm.
Truly. Okay. Scarlett Johansson.
Overrated. I think she's boring. I think she has like no personality.
Mhm.
And I don't know. But she's married to some guy from SNL.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're kind of boring and you're like married to a comedian.
Colin
So
Jost. Yeah.
is there a personality in there that we just don't see? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Jamie Foxx.
Oh, poor Jamie Foxx. Diddy got to him. But even before that, I don't know that I was a big Jamie Foxx fan. I think he's a narcissist.
Yeah, I could see that. I agree. Okay, curious about your answer to this one. Chrissy Teigen.
Oh.
What?
I've had a discussion about Chrissy Teigen before with my husband.
Okay, were we sharing?
What was it?
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of how it went. It was something like Chrissy Teigen is so like loudmouth. Like doesn't know when to be quiet, right? Like a total Sagittarius doesn't know when to like shut up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my husband said something like that he thinks that the reason why she gets so much hate is because she's married to John Legend and because John Legend is like held in like a different regard. Like, you know, John Legend is seen as like a very classy, kind of like mellow, low key guy. So someone like Chrissy Teigen doesn't like fall into that category. And so he's like, I think that's why she gets so much hate because it's like because of John Legend, because he's like in a different category.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense.
I could see that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't dislike her, but I just think she's sometimes she's saying too much.
Okay, we're
But
almost.
she's kind of growing on me a little bit, I think.
She's kind of simmered down over the last couple of years,
Mhm.
given the amount of hate that she's received for saying dumb
Right.
shit. Okay,
Right.
so we're almost done.
But that's the thing. If she wasn't married to John Legend, if she was married to somebody like Jamie Foxx, like would people care? You know what I mean? It would probably be like, oh, that makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But because John Legend's so like classic, like the piano singer guy, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Tina Turner.
Yeah, I don't know much about Tina Turner. I don't know enough about her life story to have an opinion on her.
Okay. Two more. Actually, three more. Charlie Puth.
Don't know enough about him.
Okay. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, wasn't he one of the ones that Taylor Swift wrote about?
Yeah, all too
like
well.
sang about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's whatever. Like I've never been like a fan, but I've never been like not a fan. Like it's not like, oh my god, Jake Gyllenhaal's in this movie, is gonna be so good.
Yeah.
He's just kind of there.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Last one. Daddy, Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
One of Nicole's favorite movies was Ocean's 11.
Is Ocean's 11. I was just going to say Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11 with George Clooney.
Is that
I know a lot of people really like Brad Pitt in Seven. They think that was like the pinnacle of like Brad Pitt. I don't know. Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11 still does it for me.
I was going to ask, which era was your favorite? Because I'm kind of in between Fight Club or Troy. I watched Troy the other day and I was like, God damn, that man is beautiful.
I don't know. Ocean's 11, that wasn't the era for me.
I think I remember Nicole seeing that when I was younger, like a couple times in the theaters.
I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
It was like anytime I can watch it, I watch it. Okay, so two that you didn't mention that are on my list.
Okay.
Raven Simone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was never a fan of hers.
Yeah. She performed at the Ventura County Fair and I was like, yeah, no, you're not it.
I was never a fan. Like as an actress, she was cute on the Cosby Show, but as she went into like her other Disney shows, I was like, I don't understand how she's so popular. Anyway, and then Gianni Versace.
I don't know enough. Yeah,
I don't know enough either.
Okay.
Some of those kind of surprised me because they seem a little more like if you would have told me they were Leos, I would have been like, no, for some of them, right? Because they're not very like, look at me.
Like who?
But I also don't see them like I don't think like Zoe Kravitz is like a look at me kind of person. Yeah. I don't think who else? I remember who else. Like I don't think Jake Gyllenhaal is either. Like I just think some of those people like aren't like that. But I also don't see them as being very like fiery. Like I see them like, just kind of mellow.
Okay.
What do you want to hear about? Sagittarius?
Careers.
In love?
No, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I have some thoughts before you get started.
Oh, okay. What do you think? What would they be good at?
I mean, pop stars, actors, teachers, philosophers, maybe not investigators, but like anthropologists of sorts, historians, something like that. Yeah. Those are my suggestions.
All right. Sagittarians are naturally curious, upbeat, adventurous, and best suited to a career that gives them the freedom to explore either physically or mentally. Roles where their natural philosophical nature can shine and where they are constantly exploring new realms will also be fulfilling for them. Sagittarians are suited to careers such as theologian, yoga teacher, publisher, travel guide, travel agent, interpreter, lawyer, judge, professor, high school teacher, ambassador, athlete, especially equestrian, entrepreneur, hotel manager, marketer, salesperson, missionary, architect, archaeologist, public relations manager, personal trainer, brand ambassador, or travel blogger.
Interesting. Okay. Fair.
The Sagittarius boss is fun to work for and cool to be around. They are very easygoing, and their thirst for knowledge and new experiences will give employees opportunities to expand their own field of knowledge. The one downside is the notorious Sagittarius foot and mouth syndrome, and they may offend those around them with their blunt and unthinking honesty. As employees, their positive outlook is refreshing and their enthusiasm and self-confidence can rub off on other employees. They will question everything they are told, however, as they don't like being told that's just how it's done, and their forthright honesty can be ill-received. Generally, their brilliant mind and keen approach wins out. A Sagittarius coworker is a joy to have around if you can keep up with them. They usually have a wry sense of humor and love to make others laugh. And they also love a good debate. They tend to want to lift those around them up, however, which makes them good to work with.
I would agree with that. I also think everyone needs a Sagittarius in their life because their bluntness and their direct way of communicating will keep you humble.
So you always say Brianna keeps us humble.
She does. She does.
All right. Sagittarius in love. Sagittarius in love is high energy and filled with enthusiasm and fun. Sagittarius is often said to be slow to commit, but that's only because they are exploring to find someone who can keep their interest. When they do fall in love, they are usually extremely loyal. They are most attracted to those with ambition and drive. Okay, so before we go into the combos, what combos do you think are good?
Probably another fire and air sign. So Libra, Sag, Leo, maybe Gemini, maybe Aquarius.
Okay.
And Aries.
Okay. Sagittarius and Sagittarius are a fun, passionate, and exploratory partnership. They both love to travel and find new experiences and do so with a zest. Practicality and emotional connection can cause some issues. Sagittarius and Capricorn can be a good connection because the Capricorn practicality can ground the excess of Sagittarius, while the Sagittarius partner will appreciate the ambition of Capricorn. Sagittarius and Aquarius are a visionary combination, with both being goal-oriented and willing to explore new ideas. This is a fun combination. Ooh, I kind of like that one.
Have you?
Sag and Aquarius?
Did you ever date an Aquarius? I don't feel like you have. No, they were Pisces or another sign. Libra? Not Libra.
I feel like I maybe dated one. I don't know if he was a Capricorn or an Aquarius.
Okay.
Can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Okay, Sagittarius and Pisces are a pairing where there is attraction, but some compromise must be made. A balance needs to be sought between the outgoing, spontaneous Sagittarius energy and the reserved and shy Pisces energy, but it can work over time. Sagittarius and Aries have a lot in common, and this will be a high energy team that will enjoy activities together. Very adventurous, with some volatility due to Sagittarius bluntness and the Aries need to always lead, but overall a good match. I don't know.
Agree.
Sagittarius and Taurus have some challenges to overcome, as the passivity and stability of Taurus can frustrate energetic Sagittarius. However, Taurus brings grounding and routine to the sometimes flighty Sagittarius, and Sagittarius brings some spontaneity and optimism into the mix. Sagittarius and Gemini are a combination that can have a lot of fun together, though it can be a little unstable since both enjoy change. They both like to explore intellectually and to debate, and both have a great sense of humor. It's a light and playful relationship, but that just sounds like a situationship, not like we're getting married.
Situationship. That word is just too much.
Sagittarius and Cancer can have some challenges because of the mix of sensitive, emotional Cancer and blunt and fairly insensitive but fun Sagittarius. Both are quite strong-willed, though, so if the attraction is there, they will tend to work things out. It just sounds like a lot of work.
That sounds like Brandon and mine's relationship.
Sagittarius and Leo are a wild, passionate, and fun pairing with the potential to last a lifetime, especially if Sagittarius can rein in the brutal honesty that can hurt the Leo pride. That sounds boring. Okay. Sagittarius and Virgo are a strange mix of intellectual compatibility and emotional differences because Virgo is reserved and introverted, generally, and Sagittarius is outgoing. This match can improve with time. Sagittarius and Libra are a partnership full of fun and social excitement. If Libra can get over the fact that Sagittarius cares little about appearances, this will work well. Sagittarius and Scorpio can be challenging because Sagittarius likes freedom and lacks the emotional intensity of Scorpio. The two will find each other fascinating. However, so differences can be worked out over time. Doesn't sound good. Okay. That's all I got for romantic partnerships.
I think that's where we usually leave it, right?
Don't forget, guys, it all comes from this book, A Complete Guide of Astrology.
We will link that in the show notes. We will link Nichole's offerings in the show notes. We will link the Etsy shop in the show notes. Check us out, guys.
That's a lot of links.
Lots of links. Not enough. Not enough.
I was going to say Sagittarius season's cool because it's also Christmas, but it's not. That's Capricorn season.
It's Cappy season. Oh, I'm excited to do Capricorn season. I'm excited to talk shit, but also admire at the same time.
I can't talk shit because I'm married to one.
Even more reason to talk shit because you're married to one.
Capricorns are the best.
I was talking to our girl Maria, and she was like, "Yo, Capricorns and Scorpios, but Capricorns, they can go dark." And I was like, "Yeah, they can. They really can."
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yep.
until next time.
All right. Happy Sag season, people.
Happy Sagittarius season. Bye.
Bye.